videotaping?
Yes, I'm recording.
No, you cannot do that.
Why would that be?
That is against law. No picture taking or videotaping. It's so.
It's against the law to be
you
filming
cannot
in a voting
videotape
place.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
What law is it?
New York State law.
We're finding out though. We're finding out right now.
Excuse me, Jeanette, did you call law enforcement? I would like to vote. Did you call law enforcement? I would like to vote. I'm not bored. I have a constitutional right to record.
You're not allowed to without
Yeah, but the sign. No, ma'am. Go ahead. The sign doesn't suit cars in your precinct, the 6th precinct, right? You said there was a bunch of cars over there with plate covers. You don't go to the precinct?
You to leave. It's election law.
I'm not recording. It's not election law to put my phone in my pocket.
Doesn't matter. Can you do something or you have to leave? Steve, sorry.
What happens when the very right that defines a democracy, the right to vote, collides with fear, confusion, and unconstitutional enforcement? In this video, an independent journalist attempts to cast his ballot while documenting the process for transparency. But instead of support, he's met with resistance, threats, and potential arrest, all for holding a camera. Is this still America?
Sure, no problem.
You're gonna go right behind that woman in the gray t-shirt right there.
Okay.
Right here.
All right, thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting ready to vote. I'm sorry, ma'am? No pictures? Yeah, no, I'm taking video. Yes, I am. That's not the rules. Sure. I'm just taking video.
No, you're supposed to video.
Yeah, I'm 100% able to video. That's for sure.
What's that?
I'm able to video. Sorry, it's a little loud in
No
here.
pictures or video.
Yes, I am. I can.
So are you videotaping?
Yes, I'm recording.
No, you cannot do that.
Why would that be?
That is against law. No picture taking or videotaping. If so, we'd have to call security.
That's not against the law,
Yes,
ma'am.
okay. You cannot do that in here.
I 100% can. It's
No,
my First
okay.
Amendment right.
Excuse me?
It's my First Amendment
Okay,
right.
1 second. Could you just wait on the side of the...
I would just like to vote and be on my way.
Okay, in time. No, you cannot...
But
we
you're
cannot,
preventing me from voting.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying to wait. I would have to call security to call the Board of Election to see if you
You can
do
call
that.
whoever you need to call,
No,
but I would like to vote.
But, so
I
there,
am
but
an
you would
American
have to-
citizen
you would
and I
have
would
to-
like to vote,
that's all-
ma'am.
So am I. Okay, you would have to turn off your video.
No, I do not. That's not the law.
Rosemary, please call security.
She's in charge and she asked you to do
It's
something.
against the law to be
you
filming
cannot
in a voting
videotape.
place.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
What law is it?
New York State law.
No, it's not.
You're,
I looked up the law.
Okay.
well, we're asking you not to do it. Please put it away.
No, it's
We
my
don't want
right.
you looking at other people.
I'm not looking at
The
anybody.
camera could pan to somebody else's ballot.
I'm not looking at anybody's ballot.
We're asking you to
I'm
turn
here to
it off.
vote and
You're
be
not
on my
gonna
way.
vote, sir. You're not gonna
I'm
vote.
not going to vote.
Until you turn it off.
We're gonna ask you. Come on, let's go.
No, excuse me,
No,
sir.
no, no. Come on. We got you. Really, we don't want any
I would like to
trouble.
vote.
We're gonna call the police.
Call who you need to call.
You
Call,
can vote.
call who you need to call.
You
I'm
can
here to vote.
You
Just gotta
can
go.
vote. He's videotaping.
Hey, how are
All
you?
right, you gotta go, pal.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
No, I
you have to
don't.
leave. It's okay.
I have a right to vote. I'm going to vote, and I will be on my way.
Right. You can vote, but you just can't video. Come on.
Yes, I can.
You cannot.
Yes, I can.
Well, we're not letting you.
Just go. Just go.
That means you're violating my rights. That's what that
Where does it
means.
say that you can vote? You could videotape it.
Where does it say that I can't? It's a First Amendment protected activity.
Videotaping the ballot is not a First Amendment right.
Your responsibility to prove your
I'm not here to record anybody's ballot but my own, and to record the process. Yes, this is public building.
Just call. We don't want any issues.
Yeah, I don't want any issues either. I just want to vote.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be an escalated situation. I just want to vote and be on my way.
This is illegal. You can't do it.
It's not illegal.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know where'd you get that information from?
This is New York State law. Come on.
No, sir. I'm not going anywhere. I have a right to vote.
So don't go anywhere. Wait, just call the police and have them escorted out.
Well, you're calling your election guy, so they're gonna come down.
Call the police. I'm sure they're very well familiar with the law. I would hope. All right.
All right, you can wait. You can wait on the side then. You can't,
I'll wait right here, sir. I'm here to vote.
Okay,
I'm
you
here
can
to
vote.
vote.
You can vote. You can vote. Just go on the side. That's I'm asking you nicely. Come on. You can vote.
So you can ask
You
me.
can vote.
So
You
you
can
can ask
vote.
me in any
You
way
can-
you want.
you can vote.
I'm
I'm
not
just-
going to allow you
just-
to violate my rights.
I'm not violating anybody's
You can
rights.
ask me any which way you
I'm not
want,
violating
nicely,
anybody's rights.
angrily, whatever you want to do. I'm not going to allow you to violate my rights. I'm here to vote.
Okay. Enough said. We'll just wait.
Call the police if that's what you
Okay.
want.
Wait.
You're causing a
nothing else?
disturbance.
You look at-
I would have voted and been on my way. You're causing a disturbance here for no reason. You're intimidating me. You're breaking election law. This is intimidation preventing me from voting. I'm here to vote. That's it, and I'll be on my way.
Permission of Suffolk County Board of Elections. So, yeah.
Oh, is that a sign? Can I see the sign? So this is a sign, right? So this is not a law, though. This is just a sign.
I'm not expert on the law. We're finding out though. We're finding out right now.
Excuse me, Jeanette, did you call law enforcement? I would like to vote. Did you call law enforcement? I would like to vote. I'm not breaking any laws. Call law enforcement. The Board of Elections is not going to call law enforcement, ma'am.
Okay, let me get my response.
Law enforcement is supposed to uphold my constitutional rights, not the Board of Election. Law enforcement took an oath to uphold the United States Constitution and my constitutional rights, so they need to come here and do that and stop this man from preventing me from voting. So the poll workers here believe that this sign holds some sort of power over me to prevent me from voting and recording my interactions with government officials here, promoting transparency. New York election law is very clear. I don't understand how Board of Election employees don't know New York election law. You know what? I'm gonna call law enforcement. You too, man. Take care. I'm gonna call law enforcement. I'm not gonna wait for you guys to do this. West Island Middle School. Middle school, right?
West Middle Island Elementary.
West Middle Island Elementary School.
And what's going on there?
I'm trying to vote and I'm being prevented from voting. Can you send an officer out?
Sure.
Absolutely ridiculous. Sir, I'm going to ask you one more time. Can I just vote? Can you allow me to vote? Stop impeding me from voting?
You gotta take the video down, that's all. You're welcome to vote, but you gotta take the video down.
The recording, I'm not recording anybody's personal information or their ballot.
Okay, so we'll wait until the officer gets here.
Okay.
No problem.
We'll just waste time then.
I'm here all day, so no.
Well, No, I'm not. You're here all day, he says, right? I'm not. I have other things to do. It's called uneducated public servants. Uneducated public servants. Don't worry, the law enforcement's on the way. So this woman, who's in? She's not in charge of me.
She's in charge of this place.
No, she's not. She's not in charge of me.
You're in charge, right?
I'm in charge of my own actions, as long as I'm not breaking the law. I'm not breaking the law. How could so many election officials be so ignorant about election law? I don't get it. Do you read the law? Do you have like a training? Do you do a training before you come here? All right, let's go outside and see if law enforcement is here. I had a feeling that they were here. Let's go speak to law enforcement. 6th precinct officers. Hey officers, how are you? I called you guys. I'm just trying to vote. I'm not filming anybody's ballots. I'm not breaking any laws. I'm just trying to vote. They're preventing me from voting. That's why I called you guys. I didn't know what else to do. I'm just trying to vote and be on my way. I record in public places. I'm a constitutional activist. That's it. There's no laws being broken. Filming other people's ballots is against the law. I'm not doing that. Intimidating people, I'm not doing that either. I'm being intimidated not to vote. Do you mind if I get your name and badge number?
My name is Officer Brad. It's number 70.
Thank you. And your name and badge number?
7663.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, well, how can we help you?
They're not allowing me to vote
Why not?
because I'm recording.
Okay.
I want.
If you're going to vote, maybe I'll do that. You're going to record.
Right. No, but I have a constitutional right to record. I'm not breaking any laws, so I just want to vote.
Okay. Well, they're probably not going to let you in if you're recording everybody's ballot.
Well, that would be a violation of my rights, sir. and that's why I called you. You're supposed to uphold my rights.
Who's not letting you in?
All of them? Well, they let me in. They just won't. They don't like that I'm recording.
Hold on, let him talk real quick. How long have you been here?
You guys got your body cameras on? Oh, probably like 20 minutes.
You've been here for 20 minutes?
Yeah, I would have been in and out already.
Were you inside? And then
Yeah,
you got out?
I went to go vote, and they got in front of me and said I couldn't vote.
You were at the ballot box? Or
I was about to get there. I was just getting the ballot.
Okay, and then they stopped you, and then they said you.
They said that it's against the law to record, and I told them that it's not. I read into election law before I came here. It's illegal to record someone else's ballot. It's illegal to intimidate others. No one said I'm intimidating them. It's illegal to wear, campaign things to the polling, but it's not illegal to record.
Okay. Can I get your info quick too, just for the report? Just your name?
You could just put good citizen.
Good citizen?
Yeah, that's it.
You're not going to give me your name for the report?
No.
Your date of birth? You're not going to ID any of it?
No. I'm not breaking any laws. I just want to vote and be on my way.
Okay, well, we also have to write a report on what's going on.
I understand you got to write a report. I get it. I'd like to request a supervisor too. That's okay?
We have a supervisor already on the
Okay, perfect. You guys are at the 6th precinct?
We are at the
6th precinct, got it.
Something tells me you already know.
How would I know where you're from?
I could only imagine.
So why are you asking me for my name?
Because I still am able to ask for your name.
But if you know who I am, it's kind of pointless. All right, let's hope that these officers uphold our constitutional rights and honor the oath that they took to do so.
All right, they have a sign that clearly states there's no video recording or picture taking inside the polling site.
They have a sign?
The door. Yeah, it's a sign that states no picture taking, no video recording inside the polling state without written permission from the Board of Elections.
Yeah, so that sign, what does that mean to you? What do you think that means?
This is what it states.
A sign?
If the sign stated...
If they had a sign...
I would assume the Board of Elections have it all
if they had a sign...
together. So.
Right, but it's not a law. And if they had a sign that said people of a certain skin color couldn't vote, white people couldn't vote here, would you honor that sign just because it said they had a sign?
No.
You wouldn't, right?
No.
So you would uphold the law and the Constitution, right?
Yeah, you're
Right.
not being told you're not allowed to vote. You just can't record in there.
Yeah, well, I'm allowed to record. I have a constitutional right to record.
You're not allowed to without written permission.
Yeah, but the sign. No, man, go ahead. The sign doesn't supersede the United States Constitution, sir. I have a First Amendment right to record. I have recorded in this county at a polling booth before, where 5th precinct officers responded, educated everybody, and I voted, and that was it. I moved on.
Yeah, as much to be advised, you give additional say now and security here supporting these kinds of things.
Suspicious mail recording. What does suspicious mean? I always wanted to know what that meant. Do you know the definition of suspicious? Like, what do you mean when you say that? When people say that? When law enforcement officers say that?
It's interpreted by whoever called it in.
Suspicious.
They see something suspicious and they think something.
Very subjective, though, right?
I mean, it's a very touchy time right now, and people are going to poll stations.
Right, and I don't want to get in anybody's way. I just want to vote and be on my way. That's it. I'm not getting in anybody's way.
I understand that, but we're going to figure out what we can do and how we can help you today, man.
I hope you can help me by upholding the United States Constitution. That's what I hope. I really hope so. It says right here, New York state law permits voters to take pictures at the polling place or with their blank ballot as long as doing so is not disruptive. It's illegal to take a picture of a filled out ballot in order to prevent vote buying. That's the rationale they gave there.
Okay. Well, you requested a supervisor. The supervisor here is here.
Oh, look, my attorney's called me. Hey, Jacob, what's up? I'm gonna watch it. Right now, I got 2 Suffolk County law enforcement officers in front of me. I'm trying to vote, and they're not letting me. Right, that's it. No, but that's it. That's the only law. But that's the only law. Right. But you can't. Not the only law is that prevents you from taking a picture of a completed ballot in order to prevent vote buying. Right. And I'm trying to explain that to them, or taking pictures of other people's ballots, which I'm not doing. I just want to go. Well, no, I have my phone with me. I just read the law to the officer, but he said that the supervisor is going to handle it. Right. I mean, there's no law prohibiting anybody from recording just a completed ballot. You're right. See, this is why I like you, Jacob. This is why I like you, man. You're very knowledgeable, and I'm gonna keep this conversation in the video. not attorney. You're not on speaker or anything, but you know, I'll waive attorney-client privilege for this. I will. I'll take a look at the documents you sent me. All right, no problem. I'll take a look at that. All right, no problem. I will. Bye. It looks like the supervisor and the officer here are reading up on the law. How's Sergeant Mio? He's doing good? Still looking after those Home Depot carts?
In certain spots of the forum that we are supposed to keep an eye on.
Hey, you guys are always in that spot. I noticed that a lot. Right there by the Home Depot and the bus stops. I get it, man.
Bad areas for...
I get it, man. It's a high crime area. I get it. That's why I just thought that Sergeant Mio could have been doing something better than worrying about shopping carts. That's all. 6th precinct, not the best precinct. Last time I voted, I was voting in the 5th precinct, and they upheld their oath. They honored their oath and upheld our constitutional rights. They did. I give them credit for that. The 6th precinct here is looking for any reason to violate those rights. Do you see how they could turn off their body camera?
In New York State, the polling places are deemed non-public forums. Thus, they're susceptible to government regulation and restrictions. Therefore, you're not allowed to record in there unless you have written permission from the Board of Elections.
There is 100% no law stating. There's actually a law that states, I'll pull it up for you. You guys were over there looking at laws for a while. Let me pull up the actual law.
So they're not preventing you from voting. You can go in there and vote. You just can't record while you're in there.
I've done it before.
Alright.
I've done it before. It's not. It's
actually in effect right now. It's Silverberg versus New York State, I believe.
But there's no law preventing people from recording. There's zero law. As you know, you just tried to look. There's a law that prohibits somebody from taking pictures of their completed ballot.
New York State has deemed these as non-public forums. Therefore, they are susceptible to government regulation. Therefore,
Reasonable.
That's what they're stating. That's what New York State is stating.
Right, reasonable.
So you can go in there and vote. You just can't record while you're in there. Just that.
Reasonable restrictions.
Right. So is there anything else I can help you with today?
Yeah, I'd like to speak to supervisor.
When did you do this last time?
It was in Medford. It was a 5th precinct. I guess higher standards over there. 5th precinct. One officer responded. I voted. I was in and out. Wasn't that big of a deal.
Last election?
Yeah, last election. It's a video. There's a video.
I'm sure there is.
Did you guys take care of that? Did you guys watch the Cartnark one? Sergeant Mio? That's your precinct, man. I know you know him. You don't know much about him? Joseph? Huh? Really? Isn't he your supervisor, though? Oh, not your direct supervisor? Gotcha. Oh, he's night shift, huh? 3 to 11. What about the one where I was recording and I saw like all those cars? Why do you guys put like plate covers on your personal vehicles and stuff? Why do you do that?
I don't know who you're talking about, but I do not have a plate cover.
You don't have one?
Whatsoever.
There was a bunch of cars in your precinct, the 6th precinct, right? You said? Yeah. There was a bunch of cars over there with plate covers. You don't go to the precinct?
Not personal cars.
So how do you get there?
Our vehicles?
You what?
Via RPDs? Police vehicles?
So you get to work by police vehicles? I wasn't aware you guys take these vehicles home. Oh, okay. So if the rules were so reasonable, just hear me out for 1 second. If the rules were reasonable, right? The restrictions were reasonable. And I went there with glasses that secretly record. And I walked in there, I voted, I conducted my business, and then I posted it online for the world to see. You saw it. What would I be arrested for?
If you're videotaping other people's ballots,
Well, no. If I'm videotaping my own ballot,
well, that's that I don't know.
right? There's no law, right?
It's that,
Yeah, because there's no law.
you know, you're absolutely clear as day recording. You know?
Right. I am. Yeah. I could change though. I mean, I can just go put on glasses that record. I have them.
I wouldn't know, but now you told me. And,
You still wouldn't know if they were recording or not.
that's not. But yeah, like I said, I don't know why New York State deems it a non-public forum. Therefore,
Right.
it's susceptible to government regulation. And if they're saying you can't record while you're in there, you can't record. You know, there's case law because I guess people were taking selfies or something like that on the ballot boxes. And it was
I follow the law, man. I follow the law. The law states that you're allowed to record inside polling places. That's what it says.
with written permission from the Board of Elections. That's 100% okay. Just get permission from the Board of Elections, then go record all you want. And,
Seems kind of backwards to me to get permission for something I have a right to do.
And like press, they get press passes.
Right.
That's what I don't know.
Right.
I don't make the rules, man. I support them.
Yeah, but you don't enforce the rules. You're not supposed to enforce rules. You're supposed to enforce the law.
Yes.
No, that's not the law.
That's what I'm saying.
No, you're not. That's the problem
I
with
don't
law.
make the laws, I enforce
That's
the laws.
yes. That is the problem with law enforcement. You guys enforce rules. You guys are supposed to enforce law and uphold the Constitution. That's what you're supposed to do. Hey, Sergeant, how are you? Good. Yeah, so I just want to vote. I'm not filming other people's ballots. I'm not going to film a completed ballot. That's New York State law. Not to film a completed ballot and not to film other people's ballots. And I don't want to do that. I did this before. I voted. It wasn't a big deal last time.
Did you get permission?
No, I just went there and I voted. No, I went there. I voted. This was in the 5th precinct. I've since moved. That's why it's changed. But it was in the 5th precinct in Pat Med.
Okay.
I went there. They called the police. He said he's allowed. There was no law preventing him from recording. I voted and I left. It was that simple. It wasn't. There's nothing I'm doing that's nefarious or illegal. I'm not doing anything that's breaking the law.
Okay.
I don't understand.
So to my knowledge, the Board of Education, I keep saying that, sorry, the Board of Elections has a ruling on this that there's no filming inside, and it was backed up in a prior court case that says that it's not a restriction, it's a lawful restriction of your First Amendment right, and it was backed up in court. I'm confirming that with the Board of Elections supervisor right now, so I'll get back to you in like 2 seconds, but to my knowledge, that's what it is.
Okay,
So you can vote still, but you cannot record inside. You have to turn the camera off to vote, but you can turn it back on as soon as you walk out the door.
I turned the camera off, okay? I'm going to go vote now. The camera's off. I don't get searched when I go in there, right? You can't look at my phone. I'm not recording. I'm telling you I'm not recording.
Look, they're going to give you a problem.
I'm not recording.
I can't tell if you're recording, and neither can they.
I'm not recording.
I know, but I'm not recording either right now, right? You know my body camera's on, but how do you know?
Well, because it's per your regulation. It's not per my regulation.
But you don't physically know that.
I'm gonna go.
I'm just telling you, it is on.
Well, I'm telling you I'm not
either.
recording. That's how ridiculous this rule is. I'm telling you I'm not recording.
I'm not saying it's ridiculous or not
okay.
ridiculous. I'm just telling you.
I'm just telling you that I'm not recording and I'm not breaking any law. So I'm gonna go vote and I'll be on my way. Okay. Thanks, guys. I'm not recording. All right, guys. We're gonna go in there and say we're not recording, just to prove how stupid this rule is. There is nothing preventing us from surreptitiously recording. It's going to prove that this rule is ridiculous.
Coming in to vote?
Yes. Yeah, I'm not recording. I learned the error of my ways. For being so transparent. Oh no, I'm not subject to searches or seizures. No, I'm not recording. Ma'am, I'm not recording. No, I don't consent to searches.
Can I see the phone to see it is off?
No, I'm telling you it's off. Thank you, appreciate it.
How do I know
What's wrong? Because I'm telling you it is. Excuse me, sir. I'm telling you it's off.
I'm asking you to show me.
Which line, ma'am?
Please, you're not allowed to videotape in here.
I said I'm not.
Is it off?
I said I'm not.
Prove it to me.
Why? Are you law enforcement?
Are you?
No, that's why I don't ask people to prove anything.
We are here.
That's why I don't ask anybody to anything.
Because you're not allowed. You can't go over there and
which
get a
line?
ticket.
Which line?
Turn off the phone.
It's not on, sir.
Show it to me.
It's not on. Leave me alone, please.
Why can't you show me the phone?
I'm here to vote.
You're not going to get a vote until we know that's off. You're allowed to vote. You cannot videotape.
Hi, sir. How are you?
You cannot videotape in here.
I'm not video recording. Here you go.
I don't know that's off.
Doesn't matter.
I wouldn't give it to you.
I'm not video recording.
Then turn it off.
I don't need
Turn off the
You don't
phone,
need my
sir.
license?
No.
It's not on, sir. Leave me alone. I'd like to vote, please, if that's okay with you.
Put your phone over there.
No. There's no restrictions on having my phone in my hand.
Put your phone in your pocket.
No, he's got the phone on. He's videotaping.
No, I'm not. Reyes.
Still videotaping.
Last name is Reyes. R-E-Y-E-S. Are you going to help me or not? I'm telling you, I'm not recording. I'm telling you, I'm not recording. Move on. Let's go. I'm not recording.
Well, could you put your phone in your
No,
pocket?
I'm allowed to have my phone in my hand. I want to record. I'm telling you, I'm not recording.
We don't know.
We don't know whether you're recording or not.
That's not my problem. If you don't, I'm telling you, I'm not. I'm
It's
telling you, I'm
against the
not.
law to videotape in here.
It's not.
It's against the
It's
law
not.
to videotape in here.
It's not, but I'm not anyway.
Okay, hold tight.
I'm just trying to vote. Yes, the police are there. I mean, so I can't hold my phone in my hand while I vote? Is that against the law too?
I'm just saying, because of what is happening, we have to make sure that's not answer to put the phone in your pocket.
No, ma'am. That's okay. I'm okay. I just want to hold my phone right here. That's it.
Usually I'm on my business, but just put it away.
No, it's okay. Yeah. I'm not scared of the police. They're public servants. I'm not scared, ma'am. It's my right. Ma'am, I just want to be on my way and vote. That's it.
Sir, we're waiting for the police to give us the okay. Okay? We're waiting for the police.
They're not going to be able to tell you anything that
Yes,
you don't know.
the police supervisor is on his way.
He's outside.
Okay, he's on his way in here.
spoke to him already.
He's on his way in here, okay?
Ma'am, I just want to vote. I told you I'm not recording. Let's move on. Ma'am. They keep taking the next person. I said I'm not recording. Let's move on. Are you going to search everything? What if I had a ping on me? Come on. Let's just move on. It doesn't. Did you see me recording, sir?
I don't know if you're recording.
Right. You don't know if
Your phone is
anybody's
facing me.
recording. How
Your
dumb do
phone-
you sound,
your
sir?
phone is facing me.
You don't know if anybody's
Your
recording.
phone is facing me.
So
How do I
everybody-
know it's not recording?
Because I'm
No
telling
one
you.
has a phone in their hands. No one has a phone in their hands.
I'm telling you I'm not recording. Let's move on. Let me
I don't
vote.
know that. You have to prove it.
I
You're
don't
not
have to prove anything
You're not allowed
to
to
you.
record in here.
And I told you I'm not.
Yes, you do.
I
New
just
York
said
State
I
Court of
am
Education
not.
law.
I just said it's not a law.
It is.
No, it's not. If it was a law, the police officers would have arrested me, right? Ridiculous. I'd have been out of here already.
Put the phone
Put the
away
phone
in your
away.
pocket
Put
then.
the phone in your pocket.
I'm
Just
not
put it right
recording.
here. But prove that you're not recording.
I don't care what everybody's
that you're not
doing.
recording.
I'm a trendsetter.
Bullshit. No, you want to go viral on TikTok. That's
No,
what you want to do.
no, on
That's
TikTok.
exactly what you want to do.
No. I want to vote. I think you want to go viral. There's no law saying you have to check my phone. I told you I'm not recording. Let's go. And there's no law about recording either. But I'm telling you I'm not. So let's move on. It's a rule. I would agree that it's a rule, and I'm telling you I'm not. Let's move on.
But you can't
Is it
prove
your
it.
job to
Prove
check
it.
my pockets to make
No,
sure I'm not audio
but
recording?
You're holding a phone right here.
Right, and I'm
You're
telling you I'm
holding
not.
a phone right here.
All right, but it's not
You're
your job to
holding a
check my
phone
phone.
out here with the
That's not
camera
your job,
facing everybody.
respectfully. It's not.
You're holding the phone. It's the camera's facing me.
Excuse me, the police is coming, so it's not worth it.
What are they going to do? I called them.
You called them. You just put the phone in your pocket and vote and leave. That's it.
Hey, officer, how are you? What's going on? And I just told you I'm not.
But you gotta put the phone away, and we don't trust that.
I'm not subject to search while I'm voting.
We're not
I'm
searching you.
Yes, you are.
I'm asking you to show me the
Manipulating
phone.
anything about my body is searching me. I'm saying I'm not.
show me
They
the
didn't
phone.
see. They didn't see that I was
me the phone.
recording, officer. I
You
told
were
them I'm
recording
not.
earlier. You were recording
Earlier, not now. Let's move on.
So here's the deal, Sean. So based on their rules and how they run this,
Right. So I'm not recording.
okay, they want you to put the phone away
That's not
and
a
not
rule.
recording.
That's not a rule. I'm not recording.
Okay.
I just said that. I'm not.
All right.
It's not. It's not.
Then
It's not.
you.
It's not a rule to put my phone away.
If you're not going to cover the lens or put the phone away, then we have to ask you to leave.
It's election law.
I'm not recording. It's
We
not
don't
election
know
law
that.
to put my
We
phone in
don't
my
know that.
pocket.
Doesn't matter. There's a connection to do something, or you have to leave.
Sorry.
This is what they're explaining to you.
So you're saying I'll be arrested for trespassing if I don't leave?
Yes. Interfering with a polling location.
So what would you like? What would you like me to do about my phone?
Just one of two things. Either like cover the lenses or put it in your pocket. Thank you very, very, very much.
And then if you keep your phone in your pocket, like what they're asking you, they'll let you vote.
If you take it out, you're not going to vote.
Okay.
If you take out the phone, you're not going to vote.
Sean, I'm not recording. Officer, I'm not recording.
Sean, can you...
You have no evidence. You have no proof that I'm recording.
Can I talk to you like a gentleman for a second?
If you're going to arrest me, go ahead, do it, man. Do it.
We're not going to arrest you.
No, do it. Because I've been in these charges over and over again. I'm tired of it, man.
You're listening to what they're telling you to do.
I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. Where do you see?
If you're following their direction, that's fine. Okay? We know what you do. We know that you're an independent journalist and you make videos for First Amendment rights and all that stuff. All for that, man. That's awesome. But you have to understand something. They have election laws and rules and procedures that they have to follow.
Right, but you're not a rule enforcer.
But here's the thing, Sean. This is what's going to happen, okay? If they let you vote today, because if you comply with what they're asking, okay, if you end up posting anything later on,
you can't do anything.
They will press charges at a later date. Yes, they can.
What charges for what? There's no law.
Election interference.
No, it's not. It's not election law.
So that's
okay.
Interfering in a whole.
Then I'll fight it in court. I don't care, man.
But we're just saying, if you post it on YouTube or wherever you want to post it, they will come and press charges.
No, they won't. Okay, we'll see. And then I'll beat the charges.
So it's just this, and then vote.
Let's move on. Please stay away from me while I'm voting, ma'am. I don't want you next to me while I'm voting. This is voter intimidation. Stay away from me. So since you spoke, Sergeant, really quick, since you spoke to that election official, right? You gotta turn the body camera back on. Yeah, so since you spoke to that election official, just want to bring this up to my attorney. When I post the video, what will I be arrested for?
That you're going to have to I'll get back to you on, or if you want to call the Board of Elections, you can ask them themselves. Because
you said I would be arrested.
I didn't get that far. That's what they told me.
They said I would be arrested if I post the video?
But what the issue that we were dealing with at the time was you recording inside and them asking you to not record, or you're going to be asked to leave. So that's what I focused on.
Okay.
I am not going to say.
Just so you know, I was recording the whole time. Okay. Just so you know.
That's great.
Right. Just proves my point. It just proves my point how stupid it is. How stupid it is to prevent somebody from recording when they can do it surreptitiously. It's a one-party state. It's ridiculous. Take care, man. You're gonna look good on that thumbnail. I'll do some touch-ups on you, don't worry. All right, guys, so wow, that was...
This encounter is a wake-up call for all of us. Know your rights, but more importantly, know how to assert them peacefully. Public officials are not above the Constitution, and neither are signs or policies that contradict the law. If we don't challenge these overreaches today, we may wake up tomorrow without the freedoms we once took for granted. They may try to intimidate, but they can't silence the lens. If you're here for truth and civil rights, don't leave without hitting that like button and subscribing. Share this video and help us hold the line.